Okay, so this video is going to be very no nonsense, very straight to the point. This is basically about how to do market research using ChatGPT. It's going to show you exactly what I've been using for my clients and for their offers and for my own offer as well. So the reason this is important is basically because you need to be in a state of immediate profit because big competitors struggle with focusing on specific parts of the market and specific pain points from within that market. So with focus, you can attack those blind spots, and if you can hit those blind spots, then you're going to have a zero competition environment. And the best way that you find this is by being closer to the market than a larger competitor. So an example of this is ConvertKit. Let me pull this up. Watch this video. This is about being closer to the market. So if you watch this video, you'll be able to hear about it. But basically, what happens is ConvertKit, when they started, they were small, they had no traction. But because of doing so many free demos with their market, they were actually able to find small little things about how to improve their product and differentiate themselves from large competitors, because they would be hearing these things on these calls and say, oh, I don't like this part of the UI. I don't like this part of, however this thing works specifically, like these little tiny things, and getting really, really close to the market. So in doing that, they were able to beat their large competitors and eventually catch up and lap them over a long enough time period. So you can watch that video, hear about the specifics. I'll also post it in the school group, and that school group is linked in the description. So over time, basically what happened is they gained so many edges over the market that they rapidly grew by word of mouth and then just exploded to 20 million ARR. And I don't even know what type of evaluation they're sitting at, but I'd imagine it'd be over 100 million, 9 figures. So also you can compare this to, from the larger company's perspective, that ConvertKit ended up beating. Their downfall was that they became so out of touch with the market and eventually got outdone by a competitor that had less traction and a worse product and less resources than they did. So the bigger competitors can actually get beaten by smaller people with no resources, no traction, no case studies, if they fall out of touch with the market. So you need to be very, very aware of this, and you're also going to be able to deliver better solutions as well. So with the focus, you can actually make the best solution or the only option for your niche. So that's what ConvertKit did. They essentially created the best product, even though they had less resources, because all their engineering bandwidth was targeted at one problem, which obviously beats the engineering bandwidth being targeted at multiple problems. As a further result, they also gained potent market messaging, which means they were able to create basically that laser targeting messaging and get a higher ROI on whatever marketing you have. You're getting higher click-through rates, you're getting higher lead conversion rates, you're getting lower CPD, CPL, CPM, because the poor focus in the marketing actually is the thing that drops the efficiency. On top of this, you also get the lethal sales conversions because the salespeople in automated funnels function best when they're targeting one person for one offer, and they have that really, it just pierces the market. So the salespeople can actually get really good at shooting up that conversion rate when they're only selling one thing, as well as the automated funnels working best in those scenarios as well. So what happens here as a result of all of these things is that you get a bit of a moat or a monopoly. So the competitors actually can't touch you if they know that you're focused on one thing. So the only way that they'll be able to do it is to become more obsessed than you, and they're not really down for that sort of thing. So they're either going to have to buy you or try and beat you, but either one of those things are not likely. So to do this, what you need to do is that I've actually found that you can't tell ChatGPT to do a specific task for you. Like you don't want to tell ChatGPT to do your market research. What you want to do is tell ChatGPT to give you specific information that's going to allow you to do the task easier. So this is where it comes in, that the people that can operate the AI are going to be the ones that win, and the people that are just trying to float through life without any idea about how AI works are probably going to be screwed. So you don't want to ask ChatGPT for video ideas. You want to ask ChatGPT why your ICP wouldn't want to buy your product, or what sort of concerns your ICP may have about the market at that moment. So those are usually going to be the YouTube video ideas. You just have to be smart enough to work around. You can't ask for YouTube video ideas. You want to ask for specific things that are going to be video ideas that ChatGPT doesn't necessarily know. So I hope that makes sense. So what you want to do to sort of bolster this is talk to current clients, talk to prospects, talk to your network, join those low ticket groups, join masterminds, and ask them all of these things. So you want to ask the things that you're asking on a Disco call, because you need to find out all this stuff, and then again double down and bolster that with ChatGPT, and then congregate the results. So you also need to be aware that generating significant results is really, really important. That's in my offers video, so I'll either link that in the comments or you can find that on my profile. And what you can take from this video is that making compelling marketing and sales campaigns is also about having a compelling product. So it's hard to create a compelling product without a marketing and sales campaign. So they all kind of converge. They're all the same thing. And it's almost like a Venn diagram where they're all intersecting at one point, and that is where you find the most profitable state. So this is why you can reach a really high level of efficiency using a singular person to manage the sales marketing, as well as managing the engineering of the product and basically steering the entire ship. This is how ConvertKit did it, because at the very least, you need these departments to be in heavy communication to ensure that the business remains in that most profitable state. So if you do this, you can make a lot of money very, very quickly, and hopefully you can laser this in because of the obvious benefits as well. So hopefully this video was valuable to you, this little quick one. And until then, I'll see you in the next video. Join the school group if you want more information or more free resources. Cheers.